Past few days, I've been seeing these videos of Pakistan where the flood waters have really caused a havoc. I mean, it's absolutely shocking. It when you when you look at those videos, you think this is some kind of Hollywood, disaster movie that they are kind of showing, like Ronald Emmerich, I think his name is 2021 or those movies, disaster, end of the world movies. Houses are collapsing and people are walking with water so high. And when you look at all this, you just look at the screen and get a shock. Okay, some people say climate change, this, that. That's another topic in itself. But when you look at all these disasters happening, your heart really goes out to them, man. In fact, one old man, I think he's in his 60s, Pakistani guy. He, I think this was in Al Jazeera news channel. So they ask him about what happened, and he goes on to say that I destroyed my land, my crops, my animals, and then he says, I had built this house for my retirement with all my savings. He's saying now my house is no longer there. I've lost everything. I've lost my money. I've lost my savings. I've lost my house. And then he's sobbing and crying. He just says, I don't know what to do. The second I saw that, my heart just sank. Just think about it. You spend your whole life saving money, sacrificing, being a good human being, and your only dream is to have a house a shelter where you can stay and retire. You've been a good human being. You've prayed to God. You have done your duties, and one fine day you lose every single thing, your livestock, and now you're a refugee. You're begging for food. You're begging for some water to drink. You're begging for shelter, and there is no hope. There's nobody. Can you imagine what goes through the person's mind? That also at the age of 60 plus. I was just looking at it and I was like, man, what the hell, yeah. It's seriously sad. In fact, if you look at Pakistan right now, I mean, the country itself is in a disaster. You have their politicians fighting with each other. You have corruption to the levels not imagined. You have unemployment that is so bloody crazy. People do not have even raw materials. They do not have food. Inflation is out of control. Unemployment is bloody sky high. And on top of that, they have to go and literally beg and plead for money to save their country. And then you have Imran Khan, who was actually doing okay, fine. He had his spat with India, and he tried to show his, muscle power, whatever he wanted to brag, and kept harping about Islamophobia. But keeping all that aside, he was a good leader for Pakistan. He was he really loved his country. He really took care of his people. Okay, maybe he didn't have a clean slate, but he genuinely was good for Pakistan. And then they got him removed because he aligned with Russia. Yes, US, the great standard of the flag bearer of all good things. They said, oh, okay, you don't support us anymore. Bugger off. And they got him removed. And they installed their own puppets over there. And now this new family that is there, which is another powerful political family, the old one, they're not known for anything good other than corruption. Well, now they have taken over, and everything has gone downhill only from there. You don't see any improvement. And now you begin to wonder, like, what the hell, man? Oh, here's my daily interruption. Just give me a few seconds. These people, for those of you who don't know, these people are selling fruits and vegetables in their vehicle, and they make a big noise. But you can't complain because I'm doing my job, they are doing theirs. So it's very hard to keep a straight face when you hear all this disturbance. Anyway, so I mean, the Pakistan is completely in a mess, man. Okay, yes, I know for a fact. Now our Indians are gloating, and some, but the some is quite a large number. They will say Porkistan, and they will say, yeah, Islamist, oh, yeah, they will gloat. Stop it, man. Just stop your nonsense. You know, when our Indians are very happy at some other country, just shut your pie hole, man. You are pathetic. My response to such individual, you're a pathetic human being to feel good at the misery of others. It would be so nice that you suffer and we laugh at you when your family or you go through a disaster. We should laugh. Ha ha ha. Then how would you feel? Pathetic. Just because politics is involved and just because all this nonsense that the media spews, you're happy? Forget the politicians. What did these poor people do, Forget, don't stop identifying them as, oh, he's a Pakistani human being. Just think if you are in their place, if you built a house with all your savings, working hard, being a good human being, not harming anyone, just wanting to take care of a family, just wanting to retire. You have a small farm, you have livestock, you have children, and one fine day, this disaster comes and kills your children and livestock and destroys your farm and your house. What? And then there are these religious idiots who say God is testing you. Fuck that God, man. Seriously. It's like, just imagine, see the illogical nonsense people talk. Just imagine I have my child and then I destroy my child's life and I ensure that my child's spouse is murdered and children are dead and set their house on fire and destroy everything. And then I say, I'm testing you to see whether you'll still love me. You know how demented that is? What nonsense people come up with here. See, religion is it's another story in itself. And this God testing hypothesis, God is testing you. Oh, who the fuck tells you all this shit? That poor, when I see poor people going through all this and people give them responses like God is testing you or have faith, and what faith, what God, what nonsense. Where is God right now? When all these people are saying, where is God? I'm asking you, simple question, where is this God? Which God? Forget. Okay, if you're a Hindu and you don't believe, or a Christian, don't believe in Allah, that means your God who's real, he'll only help his team members, not others, not these innocent children. I get fed up and tired of all this illogical nonsense people have. No amount of charity is going to solve their problem. No matter how much money gets poured in, there will always be people who will take the money in between. Fraudsters, scammers, companies, corporates. No matter what, you'll ask, what is the solution? Well, if you send the money, okay, you send them, they had one meal. Next day, what do you do? Third day, what do you do? Fourth day, what do you do? Sometimes that's why I tell my wife sometimes, sometimes I seriously wish, I ask myself, what's the point of living? What's the point of this existence, If at the end of the day, this is the kind of life that we might have to face. Like my wife's grandmother, 94. She can't see, she can't hear, she can't move. She's just like a vegetable, skin, just skin, huh? Not even flesh is there on her bones. She's just like this. It's terrible, I'll tell you that. Anyway, I wish I could say, like how these religious people sending thoughts and prayers, hoping for the best. I don't know what to say. I sincerely don't know what to say. Yeah, send money and all I can tell you is, man, if you are in a better place, if your life is better, just have gratitude. You want to thank your God or your God who is helping you but not them. You can thank him, or you can thank your luck, or just deep down just hope this doesn't happen to either one of us. I know it's a very cruel thing to say, but what else to say? Tell me. What other solution to give? Anyway, just wanted to share my thoughts with regards to this. It's terrible, terrible, terrible what's happening. Ukraine and war and Sri Lanka this and Pakistan this. What's happening to our planet, man? Chal, you guys take care. This is me signing off.